welcome to our Alaska adventure. Today, we're exploring the history, indigenous people and stunning tourist destinations that make this state a nature lover's paradise. From towering glaciers to abundant wildlife, Alaska has it all. So, let's embark on an unforgettable journey through the last frontier. Alaska is a U.S. state on the northwest extremity of North America. A semi-exclave of the U.S., it borders British Columbia and Yukon and Canada to the east, and it shares a western maritime border in the Bering Strait with the Russian Federation's Chukotka Autonomous Okrug. To the north are the Chukchi and Beaufort Seas of the Arctic Ocean, and the Pacific Ocean lies to the south and southwest. Alaska is the largest U.S. state by area, comprising more total area than the next three largest states of Texas, California, and Montana combined, and is the seventh largest subnational division in the world. It is the third least populous and most sparsely populated U.S. state, but with a population of 736,081 as of 2020, is the continent's most populous territory located mostly north of the 60th parallel, with more than quadruple the combined populations of northern Canada and Greenland. The state capital of Juneau is the second largest city in the United States by area, and the former capital of Alaska, Sitka, is the largest U.S. city by area. Approximately half of Alaska's residents live within the Anchorage metropolitan area. Indigenous people have lived in Alaska for thousands of years, and it is widely believed that the region served as the entry point for the initial settlement of North America by way of the Bering Land Bridge. The Russian Empire was the first to actively colonize the area beginning in the 18th century, eventually establishing Russian America, which spanned most of the current state, and promoted and maintained a native Alaskan Creole population. The expense and logistical difficulty of maintaining this distant possession prompted its sale to the U.S. in 1867 for $7.2 million, equivalent to $151 million in 2022. The area went through several administrative changes before becoming organized as a territory on May 11, 1912. It was admitted as the 49th state of the U.S. on January 3, 1959. Abundant natural resources have enabled Alaska, with one of the smallest state economies, to have one of the highest per capita incomes, with commercial fishing, and the extraction of natural gas and oil, dominating Alaska's economy. U.S. Armed Forces bases and tourism also contribute to the economy. More than half the state is federally owned land containing national forests, national parks, and wildlife refuges. The indigenous population of Alaska is proportionally the highest of any U.S. state, at over 15%. Various indigenous languages are spoken, and Alaskan natives are influential in local and state politics. Numerous indigenous peoples occupied Alaska for thousands of years before the arrival of European peoples to the area. Linguistic and DNA studies done here have provided evidence for the settlement of North America by way of the Bering Land Bridge. At the Upward Sun River site in the Tanana Valley in Alaska, remains of a 6-week-old infant were found. The baby's DNA showed that she belonged to a population that was genetically separate from other native groups present elsewhere in the New World at the end of the Pleistocene. Ben Potter, the University of Alaska Fairbanks archaeologist who unearthed the remains at the Upward Sun River site in 2013, named this new group Ancient Beerinans. The Tlingit people developed a society with a matrilineal kinship system of property inheritance and descent in what is today southeast Alaska, along with parts of British Columbia and the Yukon. Also in southeast were the Haida, now well known for their unique arts. The Tsimshian people came to Alaska from British Columbia in 1887, when President Grover Cleveland, and later the U.S. Congress, granted them permission to settle on Annette Island and found the town of Metlakatla. All three of these peoples, as well as other indigenous peoples of the Pacific Northwest coast, experienced smallpox outbreaks from the late 18th through the mid-19th century, with the most devastating epidemics occurring in the 1830s and 1860s, resulting in high fatalities and social disruption. The Aleutian Islands are still home to the Aleut People's Seafaring Society, although they were the first native Alaskans to be exploited by the Russians. Western and southwestern Alaska are home to the Yupik, while their cousins the Alutiiq live in what is now south-central Alaska. The Gitchin people of the northern interior region are Athabascan and primarily known today for their dependence on the caribou within the much-contested Arctic National Wildlife Refuge. The North Slope and Little Diomede Island are occupied by the widespread Inupiat people. Our first stop takes us to Denali National Park, home to the highest peak in North America, Mount Denali. This vast wilderness offers incredible opportunities for wildlife spotting, with grizzly bears, caribou, and all sheep roaming freely. Explore the park's pristine trails, go camping, or take a scenic flight to witness the park's majestic beauty from above. Next, we venture to the Kenai Fjords National Park, a haven of ice and marine life. Hop aboard a boat tour and witness the awe-inspiring sight of calving glaciers, where massive chunks of ice break off and plunge into the sea. Keep your eyes peeled for humpback whales, sea lions, and puffins that call these icy waters their home. To experience Alaska's coastal wonders, a journey through the Inside Passage is a must. Cruise through this scenic marine route, where majestic fjords and lush rainforests greet you at every turn. Admire the beauty of Glacier Bay National Park, witness the dramatic tidal changes of the Wrangell Narrows, and soak in the charming coastal towns along the way. Now, let's turn our attention to Alaska's winter wonderland. Fairbanks, often referred to as the Golden Heart City, is one of the best places to witness the mesmerizing northern lights. Bundle up and head out into the wilderness, where the vibrant hues of green, purple, and blue dance across the night sky, creating a truly enchanting spectacle. If you're looking for an exhilarating adventure, make your way to the city of Anchorage and experience the thrill of dog sledding. Mush through snow-covered trails, led by a team of spirited and highly trained Alaskan Huskies. Learn about the rich history of dog mushing and connect with these amazing animals on an unforgettable sled ride. Alaska is renowned for its exceptional fishing opportunities, and no trip is complete without trying your luck at reeling in the big one. Head to the Kenai Peninsula or Bristol Bay for world-class salmon fishing or embark on a fly fishing adventure in one of the state's pristine rivers. Whether you're a seasoned angler or a beginner, Alaska's waters are teeming with fish waiting to be caught. Finally, for a truly unique experience, take a scenic flight seeing tour over Alaska's breathtaking landscapes. From soaring above glaciers and snow-capped peaks to landing on remote lakes, these flights offer a perspective that few get to witness. Capture stunning aerial photos, marvel at the vastness of the wilderness, and create memories that will last a lifetime. Well, that concludes our journey through some of Alaska's top tourist destinations. From the untamed wilderness to the spectacular displays of nature, this state never fails to leave visitors in awe. Join us next time as we explore another incredible destination. Until then, happy travels.